Okay, today is Tuesday. This is Mondo. The last video was called Angry. This is Angry Part 2. And it's like 3:30 in the morning, February 20th, that's not the, this is the last month of the year. I can't tell you what the year is, but the new year starts in spring, which is next month. That's the first mind trick that needs to be undone. The Pale Devil. Let me break it down right quick. I ain't gonna make this video too long. But the Pale Devil wants to enslave us mentally, spiritually, and physically. Spiritually is through the church, Christianity. I can't speak on Islam, but I will say Christianity is enslavement spiritually and mentally. Well, and physically too. And financially, you know. So if people don't really look at things, and I can understand some people are naive to certain things or not and wasn't presented the truth. But if you see the Ku Klux Klan who are Christians, and it's proof and evidence that they are Christians, and and if you live in a poor area and you still got abandoned housing and the mega church is not too far away, don't you realize that Christianity is just a setup just to get your money? Now, white churches, Caucasian churches, their money's going to their banks, the Caucasian bank, and it's benefiting their communities. Their mega churches is in the suburbs. Black mega churches are mainly in the hood. So put two and two together. Remember Negro Pen, black on the outside, white in the inside? They just mimicking, but then that benefiting. Let me say this again. The white mega churches, all them proceeds and money ties, so-called ties and offerings going to every white bank there is. And it's benefiting their communities, been benefiting their children's education, benefiting their businesses, and everybody's happy. Even though their churches are dull, because they know it's a business. Black churches, it's an entertainment, like a righteous club. Well, ain't nothing righteous about it, but it's like a sugar-coated club, because you gotta have somebody so-called with the Holy Ghost. Because some of these people, I said, damn, that lady, they need to change that lady up, doing going down the aisles, dancing like she got the Holy Ghost. They probably tell her to do at least every other Sunday. And then they got ATM machines. But long story short, you know, the raccoon preacher and that Dinkins be going to and collecting all that, raking all that money in and going to the white banks so they can help their land developers and help their businesses. And only 2% goes to the pastor, what so-called black business, you know, which is the pastor. 65% goes to land developers, you know, and 33% goes to white businesses, and 2% they say goes to black business, and the black business is the pastor's private jet, plane, and if he's not that big, at least he get his Cadillac and a decent house. the biggest house on the block, or out in the country, or he probably lives in the suburbs with white folks. Nothing but white neighbor. He's the only black neighbor. He's the only black person. He and his wife and little raccoon kids in the suburbs. But anyways, so and that's a big business. The reason why I keep talking about this Christianity because all that billions of dollars a year could be creating and creating Black Wall Street, defeating gentrification. That's why I say listen to Dr. Claude Anderson. He ain't speak these exact words, and he more deals with the economics and the causes of everything. But this is my own analysis of my own thoughts about this, and it's within my book. Two, look at the education system, the school system. They don't teach nothing. They don't teach no truth in them school books, you know. And nowadays, black students better watch out for these white students. They better watch them closely. If one seems emotional and outcast or isolated, them the ones you better watch. And because they'll come back one day and don't bully them, don't pick on them. You know, I ain't supposed to bully nobody. Don't pick on nobody. You gotta watch everybody. You gotta watch them long, them ones who are loners, so-called mentally ill. Yeah, shit. You gotta remember our ancestors ruled the world for real. And they went in and they was going as they was going by caves, they see something strange walking on all fours. Make a cannibalism, they talk like that. Smelling, you can smell them a mile away. Don't let it rain. And they banging dogs and oh man, it's just frustrating. You know, I might call this frustrating. But anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. Me, me, beast, me, caveman. Them, they some son of a bitches. You heard me? Fuck them.